it's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. The Charles first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And some space here. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
At the 31.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Down Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Well, they're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nickell Robey-Coleman. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the first quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to it after the pick-6, Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 52.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crack.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Foster.
That's good.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Good shot, good shot.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Mayfield's pass.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 50, alert, 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 alert. You go take.
From the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Check 31, check 31.
Incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
A give. This is Chubb. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On third down, Mayfield. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert.
A 27-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Taken down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 2nd and a couple, Wentz, he'll fire it, and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Jarvis Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 87 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 17, Eagles 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He was brought
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
37-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. A 3-yard gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 40-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 11.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Eagles.
Go.
On 1st down, Wentz.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And an Eagle.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
It's a pickup.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Marquise Goodwin. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first and 10. Here's Wentz. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Eagle ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Well, good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Mayfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You must be true. Regular. Hey, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Gain of 14.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
At the 28-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Mayfield.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Throwing on first is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson.
Wentz's
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Running right. Here's Sanders. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Wentz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
first down. Philadelphia.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1st and 10.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
1-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
first down throw from Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
the ball carrier.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
from the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
2nd and 2. At the 7.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's got room.
As Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Down he goes goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier. Nickel Roby-Coleman on the tackle. It's a gain of 4.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Wentz on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down. Today's final score, Eagles.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.